Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today's Sunday, January the 26th, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out and give different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, if there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate. So I did re-roll a daily challenge here. It was to complete a daily ops, and I got this one here instead, claim a workshop. Now, if you wonder why I have a little bit more score going on than you take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost going on right now, and of course I claimed that right off the current season 19 season pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%, equaling 25%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by playing the 1500 atoms for the season pass. And also we have the treasure hunter mole miners here in the wasteland. It started this past Thursday, January the 23rd, and of course we have it right up to tomorrow, January the 27th, 2025. If you are looking for great locations for treasure hunter mole miners, I do have a video you can select at the end of this one, and I'll show you some locations. We're fairly successful in that particular video. It's all time-stamped. I even show you how you can craft your very own mole miner pails, very similar to the festive gifts. Now, one thing with treasure hunter mole miners, they aren't specific to just hanging around other mole miners. You can find them around other mobs, including robots and humans, and we can even find them by themselves, so just an FYI. Alright, let's take a look here, Jim. You look at this one here first, actually. Scrap trying to produce wood 10. So the best way to complete this one here is to use the bulk and scrap method at the Tinker's Workbench, okay? Now, most people will have wood on them, okay? And in many great places we can find fallen trees. I find Skyline Valley region a pretty good spot for fallen trees, and especially the forest area. Even if you come up here at the Wayward, you make your way down to Flatwoods, cross the stream and make your way back up to the Wayward. It is a really good spot for fallen trees. You can harvest all kinds of wood that way. There's a little stockpile of wood out behind the yellow house in Helvetia, right on the corner on the main street. And of course, it being part of the forest, all kinds of down trees there also. And probably one of the best spots to harvest wood is right up here at the Prickett's Fort. And I brought you guys up there many times, all kinds of wood just laying around, huge stockpile of wood as well. And it's a really good spot. So it's a good spot even if you're looking to modify or build a camp, because you're always going to need wood, and that is probably a real hot spot for wood. Now, when you are harvesting wood, there is a perk card that will help you out. It's down here under luck. I'm just kind of adding this in. It'll be called Woodchucker. It's only a 1 star. Collect twice as much wood when you're harvesting wood. So basically, when you harvest wood, you'll get 2, 4, 6, or 8. And with this perk card, you get double those results. So when you are harvesting wood, it's always good to have this particular perk card equipped. Alright, so I'll give you a couple of options there. Ways you can harvest some wood. I can find my way out of this little maze here. Let's go up to our Tinker's Workbench. And we are going to use the bulk and scrap method. So you're going to go to our Tinker's Workbench. We're going to go craft. Go down here to bulk. And all the way down at the bottom, bulk wood. So to bulk 1 wood, you need 2 plastic and 30 wood scraps. Let's go ahead and bulk one. Alright, let's back out. And let's go ahead and scrap the bulk wood we just crafted. There we go, done. Scrap trying to produce wood 10 for 10 again. That's probably the best way to do it, using the bulk and scrap method. Alright, what is next here? Alright, choose some Bubblegum 1. Right, now I know we all know how to chew Bubblegum. We just go in our inventory under food and drink. But I like to kind of show you, give you some good ideas where you can get Bubblegum. Now, we can get Bubblegum for free in the game every time you open up a perk card pack. Unfortunately, I don't have any to open myself, but every time you open a perk card pack, you get free Bubblegum. And when it shows up in your inventory under food and drink, it shows up as perk Bubblegum. Sometimes it's cola, grape, strawberry, watermelon, etc., etc. And again, a lot of people in the past have said that they either dropped it or sold it, but I usually recommend to hang on to at least a dozen of them. And because perk bubblegum, they also count as eat a cake, pie, or candy, or eat pre-war food. So having this free bubblegum that we get, it's always good to have on you, and it doesn't weigh a whole lot, so you might as well just keep it. Now we can find perk bubblegum, or not perk bubblegum, regular bubblegum here in the game. Again, it is totally random locations. I find one of the best spots to find bubblegum as is up here at the pumpkin house. Let's pop up here and see what we can find on this particular server. See if it spawns in for us. Yeah, sounds like it's a treasure hunter mole miner around. Oh, we see him over there. See him just over there. Right on. As I say, he's, over there is like a random encounter area where you'll find other enemies fighting other enemies. And over there looks like he's by himself, so that just gives you an idea. We can find these guys literally anywheres. Now for the perk bubblegum, you can always check inside these little cauldron. Unfortunately, none spawned in here today. And you can always check the pumpkin, which is inside his house. And you get nothing inside there either, okay, unfortunately. Another pretty decent spot I find is right over here at Tyler County Fairgrounds. We have that L-shaped building just on the outside of the perimeter with all those cars that like to kind of blow up. And sometimes we can find some bubblegum in around there also, all right? But really, when you open up your perk card packs, that's really where it's at, okay? And then sometimes if you check the atomic shop, you do get a free item every single day. You check under the featured section. Once it loads in, of course, it'll be under special free special offers. Now today we got a free repair kit, but sometimes there'll be perfect bubblegum in there, and that's for free also. All right, let's go ahead and eat some bubblegum here, and I do have some on me. Right there. All right. Just like that. All right, what's next here, Jim? All right, let's go ahead, claim my workshop 1. So again, if you take a look at the description, you'll see a link to a video. It's only, I think it's only about maybe 25 minutes long. It's all timestamped. I go through the ins and outs of the workshop and how it works, more so for newer folk, okay? But most of us, if you're playing for maybe even like half a year, you'll understand how workshops work, okay? But basically for this one here, you just claim any workshop on the map. You can claim the one closest to you. You can claim your favorite one, whatever you want to do. Now, in terms of real easy ones, because not all workshops are created equal. Some of them are a little bit harder just because, sometimes they're inside buildings and sometimes there's a lot of buildings that they're around. And it just kind of makes it hard to go after the enemies when trying to defend them. But I find up here Hemlock Hole's maintenance is pretty good. Tyler County Dirt Track. Billings Homestead. And even the one down here is not too bad. Beckley Mining Exhibit. I find those ones there aren't too bad at all, okay? So let's pop over here to Hemlock Hole's maintenance. We're actually going to spawn at Hemlock Hole's because, of course, we can't spawn in at a workshop because we don't own it yet. So let's go to Hemlock Holes here. All right, it's just down the road. Now this one here is nice and easy. There's usually only about 4 ghouls here. If I can get them. Wow. Point blank range there. How is the flight there, bud? Yeah, right on. I think there's one more. Oh, interesting. Let's go ahead and try to claim it. So, once when you clear the area, you can go ahead and try to claim it. You can run right up to it if you want, or you don't really have to, wherever you're at. Basically, you just hit the same button that you would use to build at your camp, okay? If it'll let me. Maybe it won't let me. Maybe there's another enemy around. Let's take a look around here. Oh, it's over there. There he is. That's what we were missing. There we go. There we go. There are 20 caps there. So again, hit the button that we would use to build. Again, spend 25 caps. There we go. Now, if you ever come across a workshop that you're trying to claim, and let's say you're on a public server with other people, and it allows you to claim it. Let's say it's more than 25 caps. The person who had owned that workshop before you had left the server. Okay, but you're paying for the items that they had built. So just to give you a retrospect what that looks like, the most I ever paid for a workshop, I would say, is right around 55 caps. But the person had left the server, but there was a bunch of turrets around. There was a couple of walls and floors and stairs and some defense items around. So I was paying for that. But just an FYI of what that may look like, right? All right, what's next here? All right, actually, let's kind of move out of the way here a little bit, because if we stay in the area, we'll have the event to defend the workshop. And I'm going to do a little spiel here for the next daily. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill a Cryptid 1. Okay, so again, a Cryptid, talking about the Grafton Monster, talking about Snallygasters, Wendigos, just to name a few. Of course, we can find a Grafton Monster just south of Hemlock Holes, where we are at. Just north of the Charleston train yard in that little dumping area. We have a little black river right in between the Charleston Capitol building and the Somerville's Dam, and one will pop out of that little black river. In terms of Snallygasters, we have 2 of them right here in Charleston. One right where you spawn in right by the bridge, and one a little bit further down towards the DMV building. 50% chance to find 4 Snallygasters up here at the Kitty Quarter Cabins. The other 50% chance is, of course, the Rat Scorpions. We have the triplets, I like to call them. 3 of them Snallygasters right here at the Toxic Larry's Meet and Go. We have the good old flooded train yard here, so at least 6 Snallygasters down here. In terms of the Wendigo, right here in Lewisburg, I would say 25% chance to find one here at 3 Ponds. Very low chance. On right air purifier site number 3. Now sometimes the game likes to switch them out with the bloated glowing ones, so just an FYI. Right up here at Haven Church. And of course the Wendigo Cave. Just to name a few spots for some cryptids, okay? I suggest to go after the Grafton Monster, and it's nice and easy, those guys. So we're seeing how we're at Hemlock Holes. We'll just take care of our old buddy here. There's Hemlock Holes right here. And our boy will be just kind of roaming around. So glowing radroach. Funny, we saw him running around when we were up there defending the workshop. Legendary treasure under mole miner. Oh, I wonder if he there's our Grafton Monster there. There he's over there. Get out of the way there, you. There's a Snallygaster there sometimes there too. Alright, there's our killer cryptid. Done. Nice. Oh, there's our Snallygaster. And sometimes there'll be 2 Snallygasters around, so this is actually a pretty decent spot. Right, let's get the treasure hunter mole miner while we're here. Well, I'm telling you, they got some legs on them. What is your problem there, scavenger? Trying to help you out here. Huh. Ornate mole miner pail. So that is the highest quality ornate mole miner pail. Nice. Love it. See what they had on them. A bunch of stuff. Alright, cool. Nice. Alright, what is next? Alright, consume any chems too. Okay, so let's head back to our camp here real quick. And we'll kind of go through the spiel on that. Just to give you guys as many options as I can give you. You know, because we're all at different levels, and what I do is what I can. Is it right in here? Yeah, it is. Okay, good stuff. All right. So consume any chems too. Okay, so we can find chems around most parts of the wasteland. I find one of the best spots is in and around human enemies such as cultists and blood eagles and communists. Okay, we can find a wide variety of chems right over here at Point Pleasant. I think one time, this was last year, we did it as a weekly challenge video. We found 30 chems between the stim packs that we got off the cultists. Just random chems just laying around at Point Pleasant. This is probably one of the best spots for chems, okay? But again, most, like this type of icon here, just for an example, Blood Eagles, this type of icon here for cultists, okay? Another pretty decent spot for chems, believe it or not, is right here at the Gilman Lumber Mill. It's pretty decent, okay? Rad X and Rad Away, you'll find them on ghouls. Now, I'm not saying every ghoul will have Rad Away and Rad X on them, but a good number of them will. So we have the upper lower parking lot just west of Vault 76 here. Alpine River Cabins. Eastern Regional Penitentiary on the inside. Just wander the streets of Morgantown. Every block and a half, I have a little patch of ghouls of 4 to 6. So that's actually a pretty good spot to find Rad Away and Rad Axe off of them. Lower section of Clarksburg going over to the shooting club. Morgantown Airport's pretty decent as well. On the outside and around the arrivals section and out back on the runway. There's a lot of chems just kind of laying around. Another pretty good way to get chems is at train stations. They do have the medical dispensers. We'll also find them inside the White Spring Mall. Right down here at Nuka World on Tour. Right over here at the Trading Post. Okay, just to name a few spots there. Okay. You can also craft chems if you so wish, if you have a chemistry workbench. This guy right here. So the chemistry workbench we can get very early on in game. Most people, when they leave the Vault 76, they come right down here to Flatwoods. If you go to the tavern, there'll be a couple of kiosks there, and you interact with them to become a responder. And those 2 very first quests that you do, you'll learn the plan for the chemistry workbench. And there's also a pretty good chance to get the chemistry workbench plan coming here to Morgantown Station. There'll be a chemistry workbench inside, but usually the plan is right on the floor next to it for free. Right, so you can always check that out. So you just go to your chemistry workbench here, you go craft. Oh, it's blocked. Yeah, this happened to me last time too. Let's go down here for a second. There. Let's go craft. Alright, so you just go down here to healing. Now we can craft Rad X, but you can craft the diluted version. Okay, if you have Rad X on you. The same thing with Rad Away, and the same thing with Stimpack. You can also craft these diluted versions as well. Now when you are crafting it this way, there is a couple perk cards that will help you out. Again, I'm just kind of adding this in as a little tip. Just go to our Pip-Boy here and go under our perk cards. If you go under Intelligence, we have this Chemist perk card. It's only a 1-star. You get double the quality when you craft chems, just like that. And of course, we do have under Luck, we have the Super Duper perk card. And again, if you don't have a level 3, if you have a level 1 and level 2, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. And we have the Super Duper perk card. When you craft anything, there's a 30% chance you get double results with this 3-star. Okay. We're just going to use the Chemist here today just so I can show you. So we go craft again. Go down here to healing. And this is what the perk card does. So instead of 2, you get 4. All right. So even the rat axe up here, just for example. Okay. And that's what the chemist perk card does. So it's the same amount of requirements: 2 purified water, 1 right away, or 2 purified water, 1 stim pack, etc., etc. Okay. And then just kind of add that in just to show you what the perk card can do. Now let's check our perk card back here before I forget. Okay. Now, when you're trying to consume chems, so if you take a look at my health bar at the bottom left-hand corner, if I try to take a stim pack right now, I'm already full health. Okay. So if you're new to the game and if you never tried this before, you're thinking, hey, listen, I'm trying to take stim packs, it's not working. Why is it not working? Well, because it won't allow you, because you're full health. Okay. And what we can do is we can take a rat away to get rid of that. So there we go. There's 1 chem there. And I have a couple mentats here we can use. Let's take a berry mentat. There we go, just like that. All right. What is next? All right, cook a meat-based meal 5. Okay, so don't get this confused with eat a meat-based meal. We actually have to cook a meat-based meal ourselves. Okay, so we do have camp resources that will collect meat and cook it at the same time, but that's not what we're looking for. We actually have to cook it. So we have to collect meat first and then cook it. And one of the best spots, it doesn't matter what level you're at, is right down here through Flatwoods. Okay, if you find areas where there's a lot of Mirelurks, again, you can go after the Mirelurk meat. One great spot is up here, Toxic Dried Lake Bed. We have the Ohio River Adventures, New River Gorge Resort, just out back in the swimming pool area. Right down here, Lake Reynolds, Vault 94, Quarry X3, Hemlock Spring Dump, Suburban Motel. You can also go after insects, so there's a lot of rad roaches right in around the Shenandoah Visitor Center. Probably one of the best spots for insects is right up here at the Aaron Holt Homestead. There's 5 rad roaches right over here in Abby's bunker. You gain access to this very early on in game by following the Overseer's mission. And that's just to kind of name a few spots for you. But I find the best way is right down here through Flatwoods. So let's pop down here. Again, it depends on where you are on the map. If you like to server hop, or you just like to kind of stick to one spot, just try to give you guys as many ideas as possible. But right here in Flatwoods is definitely where it's at. It's nice and easy. We have 2 rad roaches and around this best shelter here. Green Country Lodge, we have 3 mole rats and a possum. Further up the road, we have a truck, and there's 3 mongrels up there. Usually up on the side hills, there's a couple squirrels up there. Sometimes there's rat stags up there, or rabbits or foxes up there, okay? Now, one thing is Flatwoods is good for is Brahmin right here by this red star. We have a couple of Brahmin here. So let's take these guys out. Oh. Okay. Now, let's say you don't have, let's say you're brand new to the game and you're thinking, okay, how do I get a recipe? Do I have to buy it? Do I have to find it? No. Okay. Basically, as soon as you kill an animal like this Brahmin, as soon as you pick up that Brahmin meat like that, you learn ribeye steak automatically. Okay. And that goes with any animal, any insect. As soon as you pick up a meat, you'll automatically learn a simple recipe. Very similar to when you're harvesting corn and razor grain. When you pick up corn, you learn corn soup. When you pick up razor grain, you learn razor grain soup, razor grain flour automatically. All right? Just an FYI. All right, so that's 2, 4, 6. How many do we need there? Again, let's check. Oh, we need 5. Perfect. So we're more than enough here. There's 2 more Brahmin up through here, as we can see. There's one there. We have our sister right here. Mr. Opossum there. Mrs. Opossum. We have 4 Brahmin cousins over here. As we can see, roaming around. Pretty good spot. All right, let's go to our handy-dandy cooking station, which is placed right here. Let's go all food. Ribeye steak, again, a simple recipe we automatically learn by picking up the Brahmin meat. Let's cook all 6 of them here. There we go. Cook a meat-based meal. 5 for 5 done, just like that. Couldn't be any easier. Nice, easy place here, like Flatwoods, too. Alright, what's next here? Alright, deal fire damage to enemies 100. Okay, so this is a good one. We've had this one maybe come up the last couple of months, which is pretty cool. So, a fire damage, okay. I find we can use a Molotov. We can use a chainsaw. We can use a flamer, okay. Let's show you where you can get yourself a free flamer. Right down here at Quarry X3. Now, of course, it's a random drop by high-level enemies, but this is where you can get yourself a free one. That's 100% guaranteed. So you do have to be careful of the Mirelurks. There's a Mirelurk queen right down there. Sometimes there's a Scorch Beast flying in the air, but that's no problem. There'll be a Mirelurk king roaming around, but we'll try to avoid him as much as possible. You see him going there? And right there. There's our free flamer, just like there. And there's also some flamer fuel. Pretty good spot, I would say. Probably one of the best spots. And again, it's a guaranteed spot. Alright, let's go after a chainsaw. Now, I do have some older videos I made in early 2023. They're very short videos, like I would say, like a minute and a half long, maybe. And I have them in a playlist, and I show you some great locations where you can get yourself a free chainsaw, okay? One of these locations right here, the Ranger District Office. Let's pop over here. And I'm just doing this just to give you guys some ideas. Uh-oh. There's that Mirelurk king. Hopefully he stays away. There we go. And there will be some scorched here. Let's take care of these guys. Right inside this garage here. So the chainsaw's not here today because I think I picked it up last time. So it's usually right here. That's where the chainsaw will be. Okay? So unfortunately not one there today. There'll be one down here in Crimson Prospect. So let's try down here. Huh! See him sniffing around there. See that? We'll see it on the floor here. Alright. And again, you can always check around. Now, some people will sell, you know, a chainsaw that you can find for free with, you know, a couple mods for, you know, very expensive. Okay. And you can go that route if you wish. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. But I'm showing you a way that you can just get it yourself in no time at all, okay? So it'll be right around the other side, right from where you spawn in, okay? Jeez, that's rough looking. See that thing? Okay, so you see this big bus here? It'll just be on the other side of this bus. You know, Rover there. His little buddy, Red Rover. Gee, how many of these guys are? Oh, where did you come from? Mr. Charghoul. Crazy. Alright, so right along this bus, as I mentioned, there's another free chainsaw right there. So let's grab that bad boy. He's trying to flank us on the other side, isn't he? Yeah, see him? He's like, oh, okay, I got caught. Alright, so we got our chainsaw. So let's go over here to the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. Let's pop up here. Of course, it's 14 seconds. Again. But yeah, this is just one of many spots. Wow. Wow, that was a hard hit. Come on, game. There we go. Wow. 14 seconds is like a lifetime here in the wasteland. All right. So where we want to be, we want to go down to the vendor bought resin. Okay, so you can go to that little fun house full of scorched if you so wish. We're going to take a shortcut up through here through the woods, okay? You can do whatever you like, but we're just going to take it the fast way here. All right. So the main buildings we want to get in is that one right there with the porch light, okay? So as you make your way through that fun house, there'll be a bunch of canned chimes, okay? So we're just going to try to fly in here. Come on, baby, you can make it, Jim. There we go, yeah. All right. Now the main thing, the main thing with the vendor bot, not so much with the vendor bot, but the bellhop that's in here. If there are enemies around, they won't even talk to you. All right, so let's try to make this as discreet as possible. All right, let's go down the stairs here. So good old vendor bought resin right here. Let's go trade. Go down under mods. So we got a chainsaw flamer for 55 caps. And this long bow bar, 55 caps. There we go. So we got our mods. Let's head back to our camp and apply these mods to our chainsaw, shall we? Now you can do it at any weapons workbench, whatever you want to do. But we'll just head down to our camp there. We'll be a little quieter. Yeah, I've seen people sell chainsaws, just regular chainsaws, like no legendary mods on them, just with the flamer mod for like thousands of caps. Crazy. Alright, let's pop up here. Alright, so here's our weapons workbench. We're going to go modify. Alright, so we have our chainsaw here. Let's slide it over. So let's put our mod on, our flamer mod. Now you will need makeshift warrior rank 4. So there's our flaming chainsaw there now. And might as well put this longbow bar on it. Again, makeshift warrior rank 4. And there's our flaming chainsaw. Perfect. Alright, so let's check to see if I have any Molotovs on me. I don't think I do. No, I don't. So to make some Molotovs, you actually have to go to your Tinker's workbench. And you go under grenades. Molotov cocktails, 1 adhesive, 1 cloth, 2 glass, and 2 oil. So let's go ahead, we'll craft 3 of them. Okay, so you can actually do the Molotov way, and I find cultists and blood eagles will have Molotovs on them. Like a good quantity. Okay, and Point Pleasant, of course, is you'll get all kinds of Molotovs from these guys here. Alright. Okay, so now we have our 3 options here. Actually, not yet, Jim. We need our flamer. So, of course, a flamer is a heavy weapon. Let's get our flamer that we already own. There. And don't forget the flamer fuel this time. As you guys remember, we did this and I forgot the flamer fuel. Remember that? Yeah, that was embarrassing. Let's grab 500 flamer fuel. Beautiful. Now we're ready to go. So deal fire damage to enemies 100. So any enemy on the map, human, robot, cryptid, mole miners, super mutants, scorch, ghouls, etc., doesn't matter what it is. If it's an enemy, deal fire damage to it. Right? So we have that annoying super mutant there down here, Research Site Saxony. So just close to my camp. So let's go down here. So let's equip our Molotovs here. And we're going to equip the flamer. And this flaming chainsaw. There we go. Alright, let's start with the Molotov here. Shut this light off so you can see. So there's our super mutant down there. Let's throw this Molotov his way. Alright, so you see a little bit of fire damage there. Okay. Let's get a little closer to him here. Let's use the old flaming chainsaw just to show you. Okay, nice, more fire damage. Let's go to our flamer here. Almost died there. And the light on so we can see what we're doing here. Ouch. Oh, he almost killed me. Wow. Oh, he killed me. Did you see that? That's pretty funny, actually. I'll respawn back here. Wow, that was one hard hit. Holy mackerel. My armor must be down. Where you at here? Smashy, smashy, baby. Nice. Did we show we got credit for it? I don't think it did it? Yeah, it did. Perfect. Nice. Now these guys are fairly high level, so and I'm not really on a heavy gun build, but just to kind of give you an example, you get the gist of it, like the Molotov cocktails, the flaming chainsaw, and the flamer. And I show you can get some free ones. So we should have just gone here with this guy. Right? Makes sense. Yeah. I like the fair play there, Patty. Anyways. There you go. And I think we're done. Let's check. We are just like that, guys. I know the last one was a little bit drawn out, but more so for the newer folk that are trying to get their hands on, you know, something, instead of having to waste a reroll, you know what I mean? And just to show you how easy it is. And again, you don't have to pick this hard place like I did, okay, right next to my camp. You can come up here to Flatwoods and take care of those Brahmin, take care of those easy, squishy animals up through here, and, you know, get it done that way. All right? Or even these weakened ghouls just west of Vault 76. They're nice and squishy. Oh, yeah. Good times. Weapon of the day. All right. Western Spirit. So plus 5% damage after each consecutive hit on the same target, up to plus 45%. Of course, it is the Furious effect. Plus 25% damage while aiming. Plus 15% reload speed. Hardened receiver, true long barrel, true stock, long scope, suppressor, Western Spirit paint, 185 damage and 45 ammo. Now, you can get this very own weapon yourself by completing the event called Most Wanted. I've seen people sell these in their vendors for 2,000 plus caps each, but I would suggest you at least play Most Wanted a couple times, and you'll probably end up getting this weapon. Now, this is a lever action rifle. What makes this particular Western Spirit more unique than any other lever action game? Basically, we cannot get a mod for the magazine for a lever action anywhere in the game. However, this Western Spirit has 7 capacity instead of 6. And that's what makes this Western Spirit just a little bit more unique. You have that extra round, right? And of course, yeah, let's take a look at that flamer. A 2-shot hot rod pink extended in a palmer. Probably butchered that. Plus red projectile, plus 25% damage, plus 50% critical damage, plus 15% reload speed. Napalm tank, long barrel, arc propellant tank, vaporization nozzle, hot rod pink paint, 47 times 2 damage, 169 fire damage for 5 seconds, and takes flamer fuel. It is automatic, and it is a heavy weapon. Pretty cool. Alright, and of course, I was using the lever action, so our perk cards here, if I can hit the right button here. Under perception, we have Rifleman, Expert Rifleman, Master Rifleman, all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline. These random luck cards, and you guys see those being activated, which is by pure luck, of course. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They all stay the same. I've had these for quite some time. I'm pretty happy with them, and they're all maxed out. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me at the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John, DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.